Hi, hello. Welcome to episode 3 of In My Head. Oh my god, I am so happy and excited because I finally published the two recordings that I have, and I'm happy because I said I wasn't going to share my link. Oh, I shared my link to two persons because they were have you published it now? Because I told them I wanted to publish. Oh, I had something that was doing right. So, and I'm very sure they didn't share to anybody. But funny how I had views. Like, what are you people listening to? Who are those listening to me? It's amazing. I mean that. Do you know something that ever since I published those recordings, it just felt like yes, I can do the things that I said I want to do. The things that I've written down for April, I just finished doing one now. In fact, I think I'm going to talk about it just so that when I win it, so I'm going to come here to talk about it. I am supposed to go for NYC, and I really, 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 really want to win something from NYC. I don't just want to go there and collect the alawi. The camp, the 21 days experience, I learned that there are a lot of competitions where you can win money. I want to win any of the money. So I've been trying to research and put things down for it. So I just finished doing that today, right? And I'm happy for that. So I think that my podcast is achieving its goal here because basically it's just been pushing me to do things. I just feel like I can do things. Like I don't know how to explain the feelings, but I just feel like I can do things. I can do things, right? Yeah, so how are you doing? How are you guys doing? I remember that last recordings I said that it was my going to be my birthday on the third. Yeah, my birthday had come and go, and it was messy because my period decided to show up on my birthday. I already had it in mind I was going to come, but I'm like I appealed with you. You're not going to show up, but you did show up on my birthday. But my birthday is gone, anyways. My birthday is gone. So, today I think that I want to talk about the uni really because I actually sat down and I've been thinking about it. Like, more this young adolescent life is a whole lot. Is a whole lot. A whole lot. I just been thinking about it. Like, bro, uni is a scam. I don't mean it in ways that people that don't want to be educated say it, or people that are not just serious with life, or people that just want to choose easy ways to make money say it. Or uni is a scam. I didn't say education is a scam. I said uni is a scam because tell me why that it doesn't pitch real life to you. Because at the end of the day, uni is okay. So one of my uncle came to the house last week and was talking to me about oh mirage. You know how much is different from a reality. Mirage is just a shadow of reality. And I'm here to tell you, uni is just a shadow of the real world. Uni is a scam because I've been reflecting a lot about my life, about how that in uni I did a lot of things. I got involved in a lot of things. I spoke about it in the rest episode. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I told ChatGPT to roast me. I am not one to conform with societal norms or bow to pressure. But I just felt like it was gonna be interesting. So I told ChatGPT to roast me. And he said, I'm not currently with my phone, so I cannot quote it word for word. So I'm paraphrasing. He said, you are a person with 27 tabs opened in your head like a browser. One is playing music, the other one is thinking about things that you want to do. A lot of it are just scattered and unnamed tabs, and you don't even know the one that is playing what or doing what. Bro. Ah, so basically, that's just to confirm that I actually don't have mental rest. If ChatGPT can notice from my prompts with it, if he can notice. Oh, and he said that what to conquer the world. So if you can notice all of that, that actually shows that I really need to pay attention to mental rest a lot. Yeah. So that is I just said I was going to tell you guys. Yeah, so I said, uni is a mirage of the real world. It's a shadow of the real world. Because tell me why that in uni they tell you that, oh, you have a community of people that look like you, people that when you give them things, they can really accept what you're saying. I mean, a lot of persons start businesses in campus. I started a business in campus at the co. So it's an Afrocentric um, bead brand. So I started in school, and of course, people accepted me. Oh, I did too. In fact, I got the name I did too, right? There was no trade fair that I was not in school, that would not exhibit arts in school. And I'll just be hearing, we have looked for you, we didn't see you. Do you get, you have persons that are open, we open hands. You tell them, just walk up to a student and say, oh, I sell. You just let me have your number. If I need it, I'll call you. There were a lot of persons that I never even met physically. It just feel like, oh, I got your number from somebody and now I want to make beats. That's just the way it is. But in the real world, ah, oh my god. Also, you could also just go about your way in the uni. I don't know how to better put it, but if you want something and you go for it in uni, you will get it. Right. I was watching a podcast by on YouTube by Apostle Lazarus, and I was talking about how that we project a lot that the sky is big enough to fly, and that we don't we don't budget for the fact that there are hunters, pardon me, that are trying to kill the birds that are flying in the sky, even though it's big enough for every bird to fly, right? I think that uni is that place that even if you are shot an arrow by an hunter, you can still survive, you will still fly the fly. But I feel like in real world, that's like a major setback. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense, but uni is a scam. Coming from somebody that did a lot in school from 100 level. I remember entering last school with my mom when we were going to go out on 10 before resumption, and I said last year I come because I saw a banner of what if I have I mentioned that I have so much interest in sexual assault advocacy and gender based gender based violence and gender equality. I have a lot of interest in that, and I did a lot of work as regards that in the last 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, yes. So I saw a banner of What If, and I'm like, I was so excited. Oh, yes, these opportunities are here in the school, and I'm going to take advantage of it. And I said it, I didn't know I was going to say it out loud. I said, last year I come. And so I came with that notion, that thought, that mind made up. I came with all of the energy to say that, oh my God, I'm going to conquer this school. Audio level was a lot. I remember texting somebody and saying I was going to drop out because why am I in a class with about 800 people and people are cutting my crocs because I just want to listen to the lecturer that would say, if you're not hearing me, that's your problem. I just want to listen to the lecturer that is just talking to the first two rows. I came in, I did my very first outreach in 100 level second semester. Yes, I did my very first outreach with just 1,000 naira. I leveraged so much on collaboration. I don't know how I was able to pull that up. It still amazes me till now. 200 level, I'd worked with Sleep Africa to put a project up also in school. So I did quite a number of things in school. When I say I did quite a number of things, I did quite a number of things in school. When I was searching for a job, I remember that one particular manager looked at my CV, and from his look, I knew he wasn't going to give me a job at the place because I just felt like maybe this guy had HND, and he probably from the look he felt like he felt inferior because my CV is a two-page document. So for a lot of organizations in Otaye, you have to print your CV. So it was a two. I try as much as possible to compress it, but it was a two-page. For someone just finishing school, you have to just like make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. So I just feel like all of the experiences that I've had, let me just put inside. So bro, it was a lot. So when I saw the man's face, I knew that I'm not going to get a call back. And actually, he didn't call me back. So that was how much and there's still persons that actually did more than that in school, right? And seen some of them on social media, and it just looks like, oh, we are all just trying to figure out life. How we are just trying to figure out life because some persons are posting, oh, if you, I do this, I do that, just in case if you have any opening for me. And I'm like, so it's not that we are it's not that it's just only me that is going through all of this. There are other persons too that are going through this, even regardless of the things that we did in school. And what we heard was, oh, and what we were told was, oh, gain experience now, so that when you get out of school, you can work with them. I would not say that it didn't help me to an extent, but it's not. Or maybe we just had a lot of expectation out of what we were doing. Right, because university life is not real world at the end of the day, except if you like work a proper corporate job while you were in school. But I think there were certain persons that did it in my school, but well, either of the things that you are doing just get to suffer. I was in fellowship. I was in politics in school. I was in societies. I was in like two societies, other societies in school, and then I had my classes. And I don't mention that I gained admission to study chemistry, and I changed to psychology. So that means that instead of starting from the beginning, I joined my peers in the level that they were at, but I had to take courses that they took in 100 level and 200 level, all of that. So it was a lot of workload combined with every other thing I was doing. So there was no way that I could say, oh, I'm going to work with a corporate organization. Just let me gain all of this experience with leadership positions in school, right? So persons that I know that did it, their academic suffer at some point in time because my school you are doing 3 semesters in 1 year. Like that's how the school is. There's no, oh, we had lectures and I had like 2 months to read. No. Or we have break of 6 months. So I'm trying to get back. No. Even as a department that didn't do internship, I heard that they're trying to incorporate internship into psychology now after we graduated. But as a department that didn't do internship and you wanted internship with any organization, your best option as a student in LASU that does not belong to a department that officially does IT is to get internship online because there is no way you want to say you want to go physically. Your academics is going to suffer for it. Yeah. So there was no way I could say I was going to get a corporate job. Yeah. Because I had a business. So I just felt like, oh, the experience, let's be coming from the leadership positions that I was holding and my relations with NGOs. I had a dealing with UNICEF too. I had a dealing with Millennium Fellowship. So it wasn't that I was gaining all of those experiences. And majority of the organizations were not organizations that were just local. They were organizations that had international relevance. Yeah. So I felt like that was enough. That was enough. And money was coming from the business, obviously. So that's where all balanced. Nobody told me that all of these things that you're doing does it practically translate to real world. Did he help me? Yes, but not as much as I expected it to. I felt like I lived so much in the mirage that I forgot that university people were not real people. The things that bothered us was not what bothered them in the real world. The things that we're concerned about were not things that they were concerned about in the real world. I mean, it's a community that has like-minded people. You find your clan, you find your type of people there. My brother in the outside world, in the real world, it's difficult to find your kind of people. It's difficult. I mean, there's a concentration of a lot of young persons in a university at the same time. So you can randomly, I remember that I can be at Love Garden just sitting down under the tree and somebody just random walks up to me and we have long ass conversations and you just realize that, oh, me and this person will click. Oh, funny how you might not even talk to that person again till you finish school. But you will say, no, I know this babe from somewhere. Bro, it's not like that in the real world. I'm the one that is not going out a lot. Or what's the problem? Except for church, okay, church. My church has a concentration of young persons too, okay. But there's not so much persons that you meet in your day-to-day life that can relate to what you're thinking about. Or am I just too intelligent? Am I just too wise? Really, but I honestly just do think that it doesn't translate to the real world, and it is disappointing because it's just giving what I order versus what I get. I stumbled on a video um recently, and I was talking about how your course is not your career. Like a lot of us were not even taught to know how to detach what from what, especially for somebody that studied psychology. Psychology in itself, if you do not have a second degree, you cannot operate in it. So I think that maybe for us, it was one thing that we really recognized that okay, it's not that I'm going to go to any place, I'm going to be working as a psychologist per se. But take for instance somebody that studied accounting might be wanting that okay, I'll go and work as an accountant, but at the end of the day, might just be working as a cashier in the bank because that's the available next available job. I'll talk about the stress of getting a job too. And when you eventually like get to be in an interview, how you sell yourself short because you are just new here. There is the university is a scam because it doesn't even prepare you for the real world at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, university is a form of education on its own. But I do not feel like I necessarily don't know how best to put all of this thought into this recording, but I, didn't- I watch movies and I see that oh, people abroad after you're done with college, you could actually go out, look for a job, be gainfully employed, and you can decide oh I want to major as a professional, and then you go to uni, go study accounting or be chartered, be get the certification and all of those things. But in Nigeria, as an SSC holder, I don't think that there's any opportunity, so to speak, that can give you the ability to go beyond, say, a salesperson, a marketer, a factory worker. I don't think that there is any, except if you're going to be working with the government. And even if you're working with the government, you probably be a messenger, a temporary staff, a cleaner, a security, a neighborhood staff, things like that. Yeah. So it just feels like I don't know. Education is the bedrock of society, but school is I don't know. I don't know if it's making sense. I don't know. I don't know. I stumbled on a video on a reel on Instagram where this lady, I guess she's still in secondary school, was talking about how that your during summer there are no internship opportunities for you as a young person in Nigeria. I'm like, even she's complaining that she had seen in movies where high school you get internship opportunities even on the internet. I'm like, it's same thing for university students, except if you are bringing a letter from your school to say, "Oh, I'm currently on COS. Would you people allow me?" Even that is a lot of back and forth. Yeah, so it's I don't know. I honestly do not know. I just think that the education, you see, education system, I'll call it, or the school system in Nigeria is just a lot broken. It's just a lot broken. Yeah. I was supposed to say something now, but I just lost that train of thought. If it comes back, I probably will inch it and later on. So I just yes, I think I remember. I know somebody that's currently in the US. I don't think she's in the uni yet. She's in college, I think, and she's doing apprenticeship. And I'm like, apprenticeship in Nigeria literally means monkoshe. I'm learning to be a tailor. I'm learning to be so it's like a standard thing, and she even gets to do summer internship. And I'm like, hey, yo, what? So I just think that it doesn't prepare us enough for the real world. There's nothing in it that prepares us from the real world, except if you're going to work in it like even with the first class. I mean, it teaches you to learn to read to pass your course, to learn to understand your course and pass it. Now, even with the first class, there are some skill sets that you need to work in a corporate world. I, my guy that I work with here praises me a lot to say that, oh, you're doing well for yourself. Oh, you can actually, oh, I like that you blend well with. It's just because I have a high level of adaptability. Because some of it, I'm like, what is this how you people do here? Funny how that the place I work is not like a proper corporate organization. I think I mentioned it earlier that it's a startup. So there's not that formal hierarchy of this is the boss, this is the so it's just more like everybody's just winging it. So I'm like, so what if I'm not even working in a corporate organization? Anyways, I think that my adaptability superpower will come into play because I don't understand. This is what my daddy did for 25 years. Anyways, my daddy is going to be retiring this month, and I have just been reminiscing on his behalf. Like, how did you survive doing a job for 35 years? So there's been dynamism to his job anyways, but then I've just been thinking, this is what 95 is. Bro, some days I just feel like I don't want to stand up, I don't want to go to work. I can't do that in uni. I can decide I'm not going for class, and I will get the PDF, I'll get the notes, and I'll read it and I'll understand it. I'll watch YouTube video and I'll understand and write the exam. I can't decide I'm not going to work. I can't decide. I can't decide. I was telling my guy that I want to like take time off because of my dad's events. Like it falls on a weekday, and it was like you have to write properly to the organization, and then if he's confirmed, I'm like, bro, in school I can legit skip lectures to go and do that. It's not a real world. The thing is that if you had been, if you, if let's say I got this job when I was on like 300 level, 400 level, I probably be getting appraisal that, oh, you're in uni, you're doing this. But when you're outside uni, you don't have superpower. In uni, it feels like, oh, you're special for you to be able to do this. You're special. You're a student and you're doing this. Oh, that's commendable. Once you are out of school and anybody are like, I'm a graduate, yes, face it. This is what graduates face it. That's the reality of life. So I'm here to tell you that university is a mirage. It's not real life. It's a mirage. It's not real life, bro. Ah, it's exhausting, basically. It's really exhausting. I remember that the only time that any lecturer spoke to us about the real world was when we were doing ENT 1000. Um, and our lecturers were talking about how that the real world, you have to have certain skills. You have to, I'm like, but you put these things where you were teaching us. I don't like the fact that everybody just assume that you should know what you're doing. Like you should just know what you're doing because you're in the uni. But I want to rant. I think I'll continue that in I think I want to start a series in my head. In my head podcast, I want to start a series on young adulting. I have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things that were happening. I've been overwhelmed. I have a lot of things to talk about. But to be honest, regardless of what, I remember that in I was in a debate society in school, and they would banter about how that, oh, last week is beating UI, last week is beating Unilag. There was a particular competition, Jaw War, and also there's an interfaculty debate also in school, and then there's just banter about it and all of those things. And one person would just say that I was having a conversation with one person. And I just said that all of these things doesn't even matter outside school. The person had graduated as at the time, so we're just having a conversation around it, and it was like, do you know all of these things does not matter outside school? No one's going to ask you how many debates did you win in school, how many this that did you do. But then to me, then it just felt like you people, that's how people used to bobo us. We'll get out now, we'll see it for ourselves. My brother has seen this for myself. But regardless, at the end of the day, I think that if you're very serious with what you're doing and you know to what goal you're building towards, it helps you build around skill sets. Say, for instance, nobody's going to ask me how many debates I've won in school or how many public speaking competition I participated in. But you could tell now when I speak at work that, oh, there is something fueling my conversation. Oh, I'd probably learned how to chimo properly communicate. I learn how to properly put my words together and articulate them during the meetings. So I think it helps you build around skill sets for reward, but it doesn't build you for reward. Two truths can coexist. Don't have that cognitive dissonance because of what I just said. It builds you for the skill set that you need in the real world, but it does not build you for the real world. They are two different things, right? So also for the leadership positions that I took in school. So now at work, I can take initiative. I can do certain things because Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I've done them in school. Right, yes, I can. And it's an entirely different thing because in uni, you can literally get people to be on your side. Like, you guys are students, literally. But yeah, there are senior officers that had been, and they're like, no, it's not done that way. It's not, it's not done that. Again, adaptability. So I just feel like if you're in uni to say, oh, when I'm out of uni, I'm here because at the end of the day, I'm going to get a job. That's why I'm here in uni. I'm studying this course because now I'm going to go to any accounting firm to say, oh, yeah, I study accounting. You people should give me an accounting job. No, it doesn't work that way. They want to see what skills do you have, what do you have to offer us. There are a lot of accounting graduates. So why are you different? There are a lot of psychology graduates. Why are you different? What you have to offer this organization here. So I just think that it helps you build around the skill set. That is if you know what you're doing in uni. Because nobody ain't gonna come to you to come and tell you, except for fellowship people actually, when you want to preach Jesus to you. Except for that. But nobody ain't gonna come to me you and tell you, oh, please take your life serious. Oh, please do this thing. Oh, please take this course. Oh, please read your book. Nobody is monitoring your life. You can party. In fact, 200 second semesters in every session is that semester where you decide if you want to have an academic comeback or you just want to party throughout and forget that you're in school and just have a couple of carryovers, that you will just deal with later in life. Right. So it's when you leave the uni that you will know that there's more to life. That's when you know that there's more to life. Bro, you're legit collecting allowance from home in uni. You can decide not to go for class. Nobody's gonna hold you. Except if you just miraculously enter into a conference where they are talking about something and you're like, this person is making sense. But at the end of the day, students are in conferences for item 7. Is there food? That's why we are here. Except for that, nobody's going to come and preach to you and say, "Oh, please take this course. Oh, please do this." Nobody, nobody, nobody. At the end of the day, as I said, uni is just a mirage, and mirage is a shadow of reality. If you do not take anything from this podcast, please reflect on this word. Thank you.